Let's imagine you're on a decent run. The boss on jungle let you through and you managed to get good spread of them on base 1, and even the eyeball went down a little quicker than usual. You're making your way through waterfall, things are going smoothly, no unexpected trolls, and you're getting ledge skips easily. And then, this happens. But you keep going, your splits are looking good, and you know there's still time save up ahead. But then you reach the Spreadfire. Now let me ask you something. Do you pick it up? It's not like it's out of your way, or do you leave it? If you're not a Contra speedrunner, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Why is this even a question? Everyone knows that the Spreadfire is the best gun in the game. Obviously, we need to pick it up if we want to get through the rest of Waterfall as fast as we can. The thing of it is, the argument has got nothing to do with Waterfall at all. It has everything to do with the very next stage. I'm talking, of course, about Base 2. Let me explain.
Challenge accepted.
To fully understand the question, we first need to observe how the Spreadfire reacts with and without rapid fire. That's the R that you pick up in various places around the game. Notice how much difference there is in the base stages. I cannot overstate how apocalyptically slow this feels to a speedrunner. As one runner put it, it feels like you can fire twice, go to the toilet, make yourself a cup of tea, and return just in time to fire again. And so one school of thought says that you should actually leave the Spreadfire and pick it up in Snowfield. After all, they say, the Peashooter is actually faster in this situation. But is it really? Or does it just feel faster? Well, let's do some tests. First, we'll check how much damage one bullet from each gun does. The shields you're looking at here have 10 hit points, according to the hex entry. Now, Spreadfire shoots 5 bullets for each button press. Now, this tells us that 5 bullets from the Spreadfire equals 5 hit points. Our Peashooter fires 1 bullet at a time, so all we need to do is count. And that's 10 bullets. So our Peashooter took the same amount of bullets as our Spreadfire to kill that shield. In other words, bullet for bullet, both guns deal the same damage. Now's probably a good time to talk about the advantage that the Spreadfire has over the Peashooter. The first is kinda in the name. The Spreadfire shoots a spread with each button press. This makes detrailing so much easier than any other weapon in the game. And the second has to do with spread rhythm. The Spreadfire can and does fire faster than the Peashooter if you can get decent spread rhythm going. In fact, it actually deals that damage roughly twice as quickly as the Peashooter. But again, only if you have good spread rhythm. All that having been said, let's get back to the stage in question. Now, Base 2 does have a pickup in every room except the first. I'll put the list on screen right now. The thing to notice is that there's an R on stage 5 and a Spreadfire on stage 6. There's one more thing to understand before we can get into the actual experiment, and that is how long it takes to get decent spread rhythm with and without rapid fire. Having rapid fire from the start means being able to get spread rhythm almost right at the start of Base 2. If you don't have rapid fire, you probably won't have good spread rhythm before Room 2. So we're going to start our experiment in Room 2. On the left, we have my run using the Peashooter, and on the right, we have my run with Spreadfire. Now that's interesting. With the Spreadfire, I found myself almost a whole room ahead of the Peashooter by the end. Of course, I did have to use a very different tapping rhythm to achieve the spread you just saw, which was much more difficult than if I had rapid fire going in. Based on this test, it looks like spread beats the Peashooter. The thing is, I believe in being thorough. So let's run our experiment one more time with the entire stage. As you can see, both the Peashooter and Spreadfire have moments of slowdown for different reasons, but Spreadfire wins by around 2 seconds. Now before I end this video, I'd like to make 4 caveats. The first is that the runs we have been comparing are not test runs. They were both physically played by me. A test could possibly yield different results. Second, there is a rather substantial human element involved. I said it before and I'll say it again. Getting and keeping the spread rhythm you just saw without rapid fire is not easy. Now this is probably because we tap at a very different speed to if you have rapid fire. Third, the experiment you just saw assumes that we don't pick up rapid fire throughout the entire stage. If we choose to pick up rapid fire during base 2, then we must do this for both the Peashooter and Spreadfire to keep the test fair. And 4, we haven't factored in the boss fight. Now this is a big can of worms, because if we start factoring that in, well, we have to talk about glitches and bubbles. We have to decide if we test based on a perfect run, meaning glitching out both heads with a Spreadfire and one with a Peashooter. I doubt very much double glitches possible in that case. And well, it gets really complicated really quickly, and I don't like to make long videos. For what it's worth, I strongly believe that the Spreadfire would be faster than the Peashooter against that boss, mostly because clearing out bubbles is going to be so much easier. What we do know is that the results of our experiment do seem to show that Spreadfire, without rapid fire, is actually faster than Peashooter. So why do so many people believe that the Peashooter is faster? I think there are 2 reasons. First, spread rhythm without rapid fire just feels foreign to us. It feels almost unnatural. Second, the Peashooter just feels faster. I know that when I was filming my runs, I genuinely believed that the Peashooter was going to win, even after I started frame counting. It was actually a surprise to me that the Spreadfire was faster. Look, in conclusion, the idea for this video started with a question based on conventional wisdom. I just wanted to test to see if that thing that so many runners believe is true. Now I'm sure someone is going to point out something I've missed or got wrong, and to be honest, that's okay. In fact, that's great, because like any other speedrunner out there, I just want to know the fastest way to beat the game.